Leaders who share their knowledge for the betterment of the industry. The most followed, retweeted, and liked mortgage professionals. 50 most connected mortgage professionals. Brought to you by Remen Wholesale.
Hi, I'm Carl Markman with Remen Wholesale. We're incredibly proud of our history of educating and partnering with the broker and banker community to prepare you for what's next. We've always been committed to same-day turn times on initial underwrites, which allows us to earn your business each and every day. We're happy to sponsor the following program.
And welcome back to another episode of National Mortgage Professionals' 50 Most Connected Mortgage Pros. I'm your host, Rick Grant. Today's program is brought to you by Remen Wholesale. Our guest today is Eric Mitchell. He's the Executive Vice President in charge of National Retail for Gold Star Mortgage. Eric, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, Rick. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, congratulations on being one of the top 50. Let me start with why social media is so important to you and your company.
Well, social media for me is a very strategic method by which I can get connected to people that I feel that I can provide value to and that can provide value in return. And so when you can leverage strategic technology to be able to do that, obviously you can get exponential results. I find, though, that some people mistake social media for the social piece, right? And so I watch people spending 4 or 5 hours on Facebook and saying, "Oh yeah, I was really active on social media." It's like, no, you okay, maybe you were active. I mean, maybe I can give you that, but you certainly weren't productive. And so my social media of choice is actually LinkedIn. When you understand how you can use LinkedIn, you can get connected to people that are very strategic in being able to grow your business. And so I've had a lot of great success with that.
Very good. So how do you approach LinkedIn? Let me ask you that, because I know there are a lot of people in their industry starting to embrace it, but maybe not doing it very well. How do you use LinkedIn?
Well, the very first step in understanding LinkedIn is you have to create a very robust profile. And so if you're going to connect to people on LinkedIn, right, if they're going to choose to allow the connection, they're first going to look at who are you, right? And so if you don't have a profile inside LinkedIn, what is your resume? What do you do now specifically? Making sure your contact information is visible, making sure that you have a good headshot, making sure that your logo is in your background, making sure that you clearly define your unique value propositions in the marketplace. Having testimonials, talking about your skill sets, any publications that you've been a part of, any projects that you've been a part of, and having a very robust profile. So if anybody looks at my profile, you can see very clearly mine is pretty robust. And so that's step one. And then from there, you can do searches on LinkedIn based on proximity to zip codes, based on industry, based on titles, you can do searches in any capacity on LinkedIn, and it'll bring up people that hit that specific profile. And connect, you can message them, and set up meetings with them, and they're looking at you saying, "Oh, wait a second, this guy might be valuable. Yeah, I'd love to have a copy. That'd be great." Right? And so it's about prospecting. LinkedIn is about prospecting, trying to generate leads. And then once you have them as a lead, now what's your ability to manage those leads and convert those leads and actually put a business together?
Very good. And then it kind of reduces to what we're used to doing in our industry after that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a loan officer, right, you're out on the street, you're trying to get loans, then you want to get connected to realtors, right? Or maybe financial planners or CPAs or insurance agents, and so you're doing searches for people typically within a 10-mile radius of your office, right? So you're going by zip code, then proximity to that zip code, having this title or this industry, and then boom, here's all the people, and then you connect with them and set up meetings. And so it's very fast, very efficient to be productive in generating leads. If you're a branch manager and you want to recruit loan officers, right? Okay, now you're doing a search for loan officers within this zip code, within this proximity, et cetera, et cetera. If whatever your profession is, right, you can use LinkedIn very efficiently if you understand how to use it.
I love it. Now, Eric, you've already given us a lot of great tips on using your social media site of choice. But if you were talking to someone who was just getting into this, who knows they need to get into more social media, they don't know what to do, what's your best tip for them?
Best tip is get on YouTube and do searches for videos on tutorials. Watch the tutorials. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of very good tutorials on how do you set up your LinkedIn profile, right? And it's free, right? How do I set up a Facebook business profile, right? And take the time to set that up, because when you get in front of somebody, whether I don't care if you get in front of a realtor, I don't care if you get in front of a CPA, if you get in front of a borrower, you get in front of another loan officer, whatever you're getting in front of, right? The first thing they're going to do is they're going to do a Google search on you. Who is this guy or woman, right? And they're going to do a search on you. And typically the first thing that's going to pop up on any sort of Google search is going to be your LinkedIn profile or your Facebook profile. And I would encourage you right now, Google yourself, right? Like if you Google Eric Mitchell Mortgage, my LinkedIn profile is the first thing that pops up, right? And so if that's going to be your first impression, think of it like dating, right? When you show up to a date, you dress nice, you've got cologne or perfume on, you're trying to put on your best first impression. Well, your social media is your first impression. And so you've got to make sure that it's tight, out of the gate.
Great advice. We've been visiting with Eric Mitchell. He's the EVP of National Retail for Gold Star Mortgage. Eric, thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for watching. Until next time, I'm Rick Grant for Mortgage News Network.
What's the ultimate measure of a wholesale lender? Commitment. Remen Wholesale is committed to our broker partners. It's why we provide a huge educational platform offering everything from webinars to seminars to individualized training tools in the program you just watched. We understand that our role is to make you look great in front of your customers and referral sources so you can earn more business and increase your income. Find out more at RemenWholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network. This is Mortgage News Network.